spring summer 2002. Yeah, please don't touch my ride. In the grass, Teddy.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Buccaneers continue to move through the season and want to find a way to secure win number 3 on the year. It's the Falcons going up against the Buccaneers.
Thank you, Larry. With the distinctive pirate ship in the north end zone, we can only be in one place, and that's Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Now a second down throw for Kaiser. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Kaiser now to throw on first down. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Kaiser. Throwing right, and that's complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll throw here. Kaiser. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing, so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Play action. Kaiser. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Kaiser from the gun on third. Dancing to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And his kick is good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Throwing on first down. Knight. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
Throwing again. Knight. And the hook up here with Jalen Strong complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Operating from the gun, Knight. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Looking to throw on second down. Knight flush to his right. And this one is incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And it's third down.
Used to have a coach just tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
To throw on 2nd down. Knight steps away to his left. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. Jones will come now in motion right. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
In motion right is Jones. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are in for 6. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. That's caught inside the 20. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 59 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Second down, Kaiser. Eluding the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, third down. A toss to Murray. And the spin looked pretty, but more for style points as the real estate evaporated quickly there. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. And this one is right through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Knight. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. So the D-line's going to spread out. To throw on 3rd down. Knight looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Following the interception, Kaiser. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Let's go! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Here we go! Flex round!
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now Kaiser. Forced out to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Ohio! Ohio! Come on, let's go!
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. On first down, Murray. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Let's go! Flex round!
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. Following the penalty, it's Murray. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 1:57 to go in this first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. The Bucs on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Dante Fowler able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And his kick here is good. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
Not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though this offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Off play action. Knight uncorks one for Davis. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Off the play fake. Knight. Buying time to his left. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So the offense has it 1st and 10. From the gun, Knight. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On first down, Knight. Dancing to his left. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Second down now after the incompletion. To throw again. Knight steps away to his left. Uncorks one for Dick. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. So we have reached halftime. Never mind, Larry, forget your halftime report. Apparently, we are set for the third quarter of action already. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Operating from the gun, Knight. Looking left sideline, incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
On second down, Freeman. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Nice job there defensively on third down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
The Falcons on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed. All right, now, look at 56.
From the gun, Knight toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Operating from the gun, Knight. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. From the gun, Knight, flush to his right. And Davis with it left side. That one goes for 24 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
All right, here we go. 3-19. Watching that, Marty. All right, now, look at 56.
On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And Freeman lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Often on... You look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Ohio. Come on, let's go. Flex round. Flex round.
Kaiser now after the fumble recovery. Escaping the pressure right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Ohio. Come on, let's go. Flex round.
They go play action here on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Howard. And he takes it down deep into Atlanta territory. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
Kaiser now being chased out left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. The Bucs on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is third down and 12. Play fake. Kaiser. Eluding the pressure right. Yeah, he's got it. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
1st and goal here from the 2. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run. Murray. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Latavius Murray, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just haven't been able to punch it in until that point. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So out come the Falcons now. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Again, they'll run with Freeman. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Here we go now. 3-19. Party.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
That was a good, strong run there. And while it won't pick up a 1st down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Knight. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Hey, tight end right. One tight end. Good! Blue 90! Blue 90!
And the wideout in motion. Coleman now. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step.
All right, here we go.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. A big hit. Knocked down sideways, right at the line of scrimmage. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it. Rest of the game. And that does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tacklers.
And the defenders know it, too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know what the rule is. First guy, hold up the runner. Everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free.
Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jeremiah Tauchu in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
Here we go.
The slot man in motion right. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. They go back to Murray on first down. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Let's go!
Kaiser now on second down. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet, right near midfield. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Ohio! Here we go!
Slot man moves right. Now a give. This is Murray. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. That was second down run for Murray. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go! What? None! What? None!
Kaiser to throw. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble, 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4th. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go!
Now Kaiser. Open man is Tanner. He's got it. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. A gutsy decision there, going for it on 4th, but they got it, and that likely puts an end to this one.
Indeed, it was gutsy because there's so many other options they probably could have exercised in that situation, but they bet on themselves, and it paid off.
Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. And, Charles, I think when the schedule...